That's how you carve a giant pumpkin right there. It's a thick wall, isn't it, buddy?
Super thick.
So if you guys don't notice, this is we're out here in Canal Winchester with Mr. Thornhill, the winner of this year's pumpkin show, where we are cutting a pumpkin the right way with a chainsaw. The walls on these pumpkins are super thick, so a chainsaw is the only way, I guess. So this membrane that's like attached to the edges. Oh, there it is. Wow, look how thick it is. Look how thick that is. How thick is that, you think?
I'll have to go measure it.
You gonna measure that? I think that's more than 10 inches too. I mean, look at my hand. Look how thick that is, guys. I mean, that's... Put the dog in it?
Yeah.
So if you've never seen the inside of a giant pumpkin, here you go. Here's your first view of a giant pumpkin inside.
You could definitely get in that.
Yeah, climb right in there. You can boat. In Maine, they have boating contests. They float them.
They have pumpkin boat.
Yeah, they cut the top out with just a hole, and then you just go down the river.
Not wearing
So, what Steven told me is that there's only about 100 seeds inside these pumpkins. Even though they're as big as they are, they don't have a lot of seeds, and that's what he's harvesting now. He's looking for the seeds. So when we were doing the weigh off, we were talking about, the color of the pumpkin and having this texture on here that made it more heavy. And as you can see, those walls are just incredibly thick. I mean, it's hard to understand how thick that is. So we're going to get a tape measure out here in a second, and you'll see how thick those walls on that pumpkin really are. Now this is the winning pumpkin from Pumpkin Show this year. 1,850 pounds is what this is.
12. I'm going with 12. So big or go home.
Last year was 10.
The 10-inch one was last year, so this...
Damn it.
So
we're at 10. 10 there. 9's on the side.
a little bit thinner there.
Yeah.
But that was like in a wrinkle.
Right.
What about right here across the bottom? Can you get that?
Hey. Let's see.
You gonna clean it up a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna step back.
Bailey.
want to get in it? I'm not going to call it while you're in it.
Yeah, do it now. You gotta get in. She's gonna get in.
You got it. Change your mind?
I wouldn't go head first. Well, for news, go ahead first.
Yeah. Turn around. Yeah, Michaela, just put your feet down in it first.
I'm trying to get the seat. It's not
The chunks are just ridiculous. It's like a 50-pound chunk.
I have to get in it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep.
I thought like I was just.
Oh no, you're getting in it.
Like,
You're hopping up in there. You honestly don't have to if you don't want to. Oh, you got to.
Okay, I'll let you want me.
Dog already too. I don't know if I would. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of seeds. Hop in there. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, you got to get in there. You got to sit down in it.
They're telling me to sit in this thing.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. That was your whole. You volunteered. You wanted to do it. Put your feet in first and just hop in there.
Wait, can I have some assistance, please? Don't flip it.
Awesome.
Oh, it's definitely cold.
That's so. I was wondering the pumpkin.
Now put the top on it.
Hey, I'll do it now.
It's awesome.
This is so cold.
Oh, you gotta get in there too. It's your pumpkin.
No, I'm not getting in it.
There's not a lot of space in here. Oh my god, this is so cool. I'm getting your seeds for you, by the way.
Did you get a picture? Oh yeah. All right, cool. Pop out. I'm gonna cut it in half so I can actually do the measuring.
There's like. Oh, hold on. I gotta get mine.
That's Steven's seed.
Yeah.
Hang on, I think I might be able to cut it.
So he's gonna split it apart so he can get some measurements inside.
Touch it up. Ooh. That's not good. The stem? Yeah. Sure, that's the blossom. That's the blossom. But on that side is a lot better, so we'll say.
Yeah, it's real thin right there, isn't it?
It's always going to be thin there. 2 inches. About 1.5 inches on that one. Which is that's about what last year's was too.
So there's not much different other than it's bigger than last year's.
This is what I want to see right here. 14 inches.
14 inches. That's thick.
That's super thick. Yeah, 14 on the top. The bottom is 7.5. The shoulder's 11. Overall, I'm happy.
So the measurements are pretty much the same as the 2020 pumpkin.
Yeah. Yep. For the most part, it's a little bit thicker up top, but for the most part, I'm happy with
It was just generally a little bit larger.
Yeah.
Interesting. And there's the seeds, guys, if you ever see giant pumpkin seeds. There isn't very
A
many.
little bit of a scale. That's what they look like.
That's what. Hold on, let me get that better. There they are, giant pumpkin seeds. If you want to grow yourself a giant pumpkin, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Stick that in the ground.
That's it. There's not much dew there, which is good.
Yeah, there isn't as much goo, like, material in the inside that I expected. Because I've seen some pumpkins where they're just completely, like, webbed inside.
Yeah.
Is that because it's sat, maybe? Or is that just because how it is? Because it's still pretty fresh, right?
Yeah, and I had it covered. It wasn't frostbitten or anything like that. So I had covers on it, sheet on it. I had 2 covers and a sheet. So I don't think it has anything to do with that.
Gotcha. It's cool, man.
So now I get to dig into seeds, right?
Yep. You gonna plant it again next year?
I don't know. Probably.
Probably. 3 years in a row, same seed.
We'll see.
Well, it's not the same seed, right?
No, it's not the same seed. It's all of my genetics, though. It's all the Thornhill lines.
Right.
So I don't know. There's a lot of time from now until planting time. So we'll see what we'll go to the drawing board and see what pumpkin goes heavy and what doesn't. So
Will you sell some of them?
yeah. I don't oppose to that.
So if somebody was watching this video right now, how would they purchase one of your pumpkin seeds?
Just email me. Maybe put a link in your.
Yeah,
your
I'll do that.
Email me and we'll get to it.
Awesome. I like that. Giant pumpkin. That's crazy. Watching you cut that up with a chainsaw.
I know, right?
But I guess that's the only way, right?
Yeah. You could use like a hacksaw or something like that.
Right. That would have been a lot of work.
Yeah, they're working on this thing 2 months ago. I want the least amount of work right now.
Right. So, have you chosen what you're going to figure out what to do with this pumpkin afterwards, after you get the seeds now?
So, I have one person that I'm waiting on a call.
Okay.
It is a goat farm in Canal Winchester.
Gotcha.
I donated the pumpkin last year to her, and I wanted to give her, first dibs.
First dibs this year.
So, but if that doesn't come through and somebody's interested in,
For a
having
pig farm or whatever. Produce.
It's nothing in this pumpkin will hurt any kind of animal. It's all natural stuff, that we use. So, yeah. If anybody's
They just
interested, let me know.
gotta come to Canal and actually pick it up and move it, right?
Well, I would cut it up in pieces.
Gotcha.
I'm not just gonna say, here you go. Here's a 1,800-pound pumpkin. Do with it.
Well, it's not 1,800. It's 900 and 900 now.
Right. But yeah, if somebody's interested, tell them to get a hold of me.
Cool. Will do. You guys got any questions out there? Feed the deer. Yeah? No feeding deer? Oh yeah, the deer get into your pumpkins, don't they?
I want the deer to stay away from me.
Yeah, if he was gonna feed the deer, they'd feed him somewhere else. Maybe down by Bob Liggett's or something.
Yeah, there you go. No.
So if there's anybody out there, like he said, he's got somebody that's interested from last year. But if that falls through, message the page, and I will get the message to Mr. Thornhill here, and we'll let you know. That's awesome. Well, he doesn't want to put it in the woods behind him or anything like that because that'll bring more deer, and he doesn't want deer because deer attack his pumpkin fields during his growing season.
They don't really want the pumpkin. They just want my leaves. And stuff.
They want to eat the leaves and stuff.
Right.
So there you guys go. If you've never seen the inside of a giant pumpkin before, it's pretty much the same thing, except for that wall. I mean, look at that wall. I mean, you look at that in my hand. Look how thick that is. You can't really see that on video as well as you should, but I guess she got in the pumpkin. That was pretty awesome. So.
And there's not as many seeds as I thought there would be. Last year I got a lot more seeds than that.
Yeah, so how many seeds do you think you're going to get out of it?
doesn't look like a lot at all.
50, 100?
They'll probably be somewhere around there. Yeah. And then, you know, once they dry out, I got to make sure they're all viable, you know.
How do you know that? How do you know they're viable?
So, once they dry out, what we do is we put them on a screen, like a regular screen door.
Mm-hmm.
I made like a frame and screened it in. And once they dry out, what'll happen is you'll drop them on like a piece of wood, like this right here, and just drop it, and it'll make a distinct sound if it's not viable.
Huh.
Almost like a hollow, like a hollowness.
How many percentage usually are like that? Just a few, or?
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably get, you know, 5% that are not viable.
Gotcha.
And you can pretty much tell, you know, if the seed's going to be viable. Like this one right here. I'll show you the difference. See the difference?
So the good one is the one on the right?
Nope, on your left.
On my left. So this
one's the
one
good
is
one.
bad.
Nope, that one's good.
That one's good. That one's bad.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's just a mature seed and an immature seed.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Anything you want to know about pumpkins? I swear. I'm learning myself. This is pretty cool.
We'll put these in a bleach solution.
Like a full bleach or like a watered down bleach?
It's watered down like a lot. It's like a 10% solution. And that will, you know, kill off any kind of disease that might have carried on onto the seed.
Now, how'd you find out about that kind of information?
So, a lot of the information is just research. You know what to do. A lot of the information I got from Cecil Weston. I don't know if you remember him.
Yep, I do remember him.
Ex-grower, Circleville winner.
Yeah, I think, what was that, 2018 or 19? I think it was 18.
17, I think.
Okay.
He moved to Michigan. So
Yep.
He
He also grew a lot of bigger veggies and stuff, too.
watermelons. He's, I mean, I can probably say 99%, 95% of my information came from him.
Gotcha.
Yep, he just pretty much, you know, anytime I had questions, I'd call him, even to the point where it would annoy him. You know what I mean? But there's only one way to find out, and that's to ask, right?
Yep. Joe, have you discussed with your wife on, you know, next year's pumpkin show yet?
I haven't. She's over there. She hears me.
I have to ask the hard questions. I'm not trying to put you on point.
But she, for the most part, you know, she'll do all of this after this. So she is pretty much in charge of, you know, getting the seeds in a solution, making sure that they're viable. She does all that.
Gotcha.
I just get them out. So.
Very cool. All right, guys. I think that's about what we got for the giant pumpkin. There's another good look at it. It's crazy. Thanks for letting me come up here.
Yeah,
bud.
man. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. That is the pumpkin show winner pumpkin. Carved. No carving happy face or anything into it. It's just all split. So, all right, guys.